What is up, guys? Sumi here with Thoughtcast, and today I want to talk about the three major mindsets that you need to have as a young woman going into today's dating market. A lot of women ask me about dating advice, and I'm going to give you three major rules and three major mindsets that you need to have when you're going into dating. Now, these are not in any order. These are not maybe the best rules out there, but they are three things that are very, very important. And I want to make sure that you younger women out there that are dating today understand this about men and about the dating marketplace today. First and foremost, you have to understand that beauty is a very common commodity. If you're an attractive young girl and your friends are gassing you up and your only value to a man is how good you look, then that is a very dangerous thing, and you need to start focusing on passions, on hobbies, on talents and skills, and more so behaviors that you can bring to a man. If you're trying to date a high-quality guy, the first thing you have to understand is he probably has a lot of women that are after him. He probably has a lot of attractive women that he's talking to. If the only thing that allows you to be a dagger in the conversation is your beauty, then I'm going to tell you that it's not going to cut it. No matter how beautiful a woman is, a man will always get bored. I want you to understand this, right? There are men that date supermodels, celebrities, movie stars, and they end up cheating on them more times than none. You see this happen in Hollywood left and right. Men that are dating the most attractive women in the world will always end up cheating on them. And this happens all the time because those women that typically focus all their energy on their beauty focus nothing in their personality. So the moment that a man is released sexually, the moment that a man is satisfied, the moment that his man has his way with this woman in a multitude of ways, he doesn't want it anymore. He gets bored. Men get very bored when they have it over and over and over again, and there's no flair to it. There's no sauce to it. There's no seasoning to it. There's no personality that goes with the girl. When you only bring your attraction to a man, you're basically just bringing him pornography in a sense. You're basically just bringing him some kind of eye candy. Yes, you can bring value, but the moment that he starts investigating your personality and understanding that you have nothing to offer is the moment that he's going to start looking for other women. And I'm not saying that this is correct if you make some moral and ethical value. I'm not saying that. But save yourself the trouble that you will encounter in the future by building yourself a personality. And I think a lot of men struggle with this in dating today because a lot of the value that women have are their looks, their followers, their network, but they don't actually have really good conversational skills. And if you're a woman that prides yourself on her conversational skills, I want you to also understand this. Conversating with a man does not mean always talking over him, always disagreeing, always being right. It means being able to add an opinion and being able to cater the conversation in a feminine way. This is where you take it up another level. It's good to be able to talk about things, but it's also important to let the man shine and to always make sure that you're adding the conversation rather than being an obstacle and an adversity or someone that really takes the conversation into a different area. You want to be able to add that feminine flair, and that's what's actually going to make you win the opinions of other people a lot more. Women win conversations and gain traction in conversation by allowing themselves to be more so of a conduit, to be a manager, to be a servant to the larger conversation that there is, and to be able to guide the conversation in a way that's more so resolution-based. This is where women take it up on another level. There's not many women that I've met in my life that are able to do it, but the women that do it, their attraction goes up like a whole nother level, where they're able to take a conversation that's happening between 2-3 men, or maybe a multitude of people, and they're able to add a few comments, a few opinions, and be able to say, yeah, I think this is good, but I like looking at this from this way, but that's just my opinion of it, and becomes so much more of a flex for them to say that instead of talking over someone, being aggressive. Trust me, if a guy does this as well, if he's constantly talking over people, he's going to lose friends, he's going to lose business associates. So this is important to understand. Number one, first and foremost, of being feminine and being able to add a personality to the looks that you already have. First and foremost, a man's going to look at you for your looks. He's going to talk to you for your looks. But being able to add more to the conversation and being able to be someone that he can actually converse with, super, super big bonus. Number two, you need to understand that men will lie. Men will lie a lot of times, and also women will lie to them. And so it's a game of toxicity a lot of times in the dating marketplace in the initial first interaction. The initial first 10 minutes of a conversation, a man is not typically who he is. The first couple dates that you have with him, he's going to be on his best behavior in order to gain some kind of physical, sexual, emotional access to you. So you must understand that men will lie. Even when they don't think they're lying, they are lying. They are trying to be someone that they typically are not. Guys, I want to give a big shout out to K&D Group for allowing us to use this penthouse, for allowing us to use this space to film this information and get it out to you. If this video helped you out, do me a favor and leave a positive review for them. If you're ever in the Cleveland area and you're looking for affordable real estate, definitely hit up K&D. These guys have helped me out so much in getting this message out to all of you. So big shout out to them and check their stuff out. Men are going to say all sorts of things when they first meet you. I'm telling you. They're going to say that they like the things that you like, that they value the things that you value, that, oh, they're willing to do this, that, and the third, when in reality they may not be. A man is very stimulated sexually when he first meets a woman, and sometimes it's so subconscious that they don't even understand that they're doing it. They may be accommodating behavior, and they may genuinely feel like they are, but it's that biological sense of stimulation that we have in an effort to reproduce. So men will lie to you a lot of times when they first meet you. Now, the highest to highest caliber guys out there that have a plethora of women that are talking to a lot of women, these guys typically will be more honest with you. And a lot of women will value this a lot more than a young guy that doesn't have a lot of options, just being completely dishonest. So you have to pick and choose your poison here. You have to be very cautious, but men will often lie when they first meet you. So take it with a grain of salt. Go a little bit slower. You don't have to rush into the interaction. You control the pace. As a woman, you control the initial interaction. The man is trying more. As a man, I'm going to try a little bit more than the woman when I first meet her. Now, that dynamic typically equalizes out, and in some areas, a woman should be trying more for a man, typically around the period of time when he's looking to lock her down or she wants to get married. There's a little bit more pressure from the woman in a different way. But when the man is first pursuing you, you need to understand that he's going to lie, that he's going to say things, and you need to basically vet this stuff out. You need to filter it. And if you're tired of filtering it out and you're tired of all the liars out there, you just need to get more refined in your process. Now, this leads me to my third and final point. A lot of women will brag about the idea that, oh, I can get any guy I want. I can get this guy, I can get that guy. Look, if you're a woman and the guys that you can get are not the guys that you want, and you're not actively being courted by a lot of men that are high quality, that want to talk to you, that you have interest in, then you are doing something wrong. Fundamentally understand that. I meet so many women that are like, oh, I could get a guy right now if I want to. Oh, I can get a dude that pays me money, or does this or does that. And they'll throw out all these flexes. But the reality is they don't want to be with this man. And if there are no men that you want to be with and that you would consider raising a family with in your circle right now pursuing you, you are doing something wrong. And low-key, that's a very lame position to be in. I'm just being very honest right now. I don't want to sugarcoat things, but I will tell you this right now. If you're a girl that's very young right now and you have no active male prospects pursuing you that you would consider dating, that you would consider high value, then you are in a bad category. You need to have high-quality men pursuing you. And if you are not in that situation right now, you need to be going out more. You need to be talking more. You need to build your personality. You need to build your physicality. You need to be able to build out your conversational skills. You need to be able to add value to every interaction that you have. And more than anything, you need to learn to filter out who makes sense for you and who doesn't. You got to go on dates. You've got to talk to men. You've got to interact with people. Quick bonus, a big thing that women will tell you is you don't need a man. You don't need all this stuff. Just focus on your career. All those women are the ones that secretly want a man more than anything else. If a woman is constantly trying to preach to you that you don't need a man, I am telling you, she has been burned. It comes from a place of trauma because men need women and women need men. That is just how society works. That is just how biology works. That is just how the masculine and feminine energy works. That is just how the world is. Anybody that's in aggressive denial of that is doing something wrong or comes from a place of serious trauma. There's a 1% of 1% type of individual that may be genuinely happy with this. But the exception to the rule does not break the rule, and the outlier in the data is not something that you should typically look at. For example, if I was to draft a person on a basketball team and they were, let's say, 5'8", I'm sure there's guys out there that can dunk that are 5'8", but in the large data of statistics, most men that can dunk are not 5'8", they're typically 6 foot or taller. So for me, I'm not going to base that pick or base the decision that I make off of just one exception or the outlier to the rule. I'm going to base it off the general norm of circumstances that occur in the world. So you need to start doing the same thing. Stop thinking that you're the exception to everything. Humble yourself and understand that you must filter men out, and understand that you need to have active men seeking you, searching for you, talking to you. You have to have a funnel built out. You have to have women that refer men to you. The number one way to find high-quality men is to network and bring value to those conversations. Feminine value. Don't be logical about it. Be feminine about it. Allow the conversations to flow. There's a different way that you win when you do it like this. But I hope this information was helpful for you guys. Guys, if you ever want to reach out to me or connect with me, all my information is down in the descriptions below. You can always join the free community if you want a quick response from me. And until next time, Sumi out.